ZZGM. What's up? It's your boy Trey coming at you live from a sunny Philadelphia, Pennsylvania on a Friday afternoon. It is week 5, Cardinals versus Eagles. 3 dudes I'm worried about. Halfback David Johnson, superstar is the only way to define this guy. All-purpose back, all over the field. Next dude I'm worried about, gotta be Patrick Peterson. We talk about one superstar, David Johnson. They got another one, Patrick Peterson, one of the best cornerbacks in the NFL, absolutely locked down. And finally, a guy who just makes plays, the Honey Badger from Louisiana State. I love Tyrann Mathieu. Dude wrecks in Madden. The Eagles are hosting the Cardinals here in this Week 5 matchup in a rain game, as you can see. That's really interesting because it changes basically the entire way both teams have to play. Passing games are a lot harder to get going. Usually teams lean more on the run. That shouldn't be a problem for the Arizona Cardinals, who are lighting the league on fire. They are 4-1, but they are leading the NFL in points per game. Absolutely devastating offensive attack with David Johnson and Carson Palmer. And the Cardinals are going to take it first. Palmer with almost 1,000 yards through 5 weeks, 8 TDs to 4 interceptions, 66% completion percentage. Not bad for a guy who's aging. Starting on the 24, David Johnson is going to get the first carry, and he is going to be met by Brandon Graham for no gain. Eagles' rush defense has been one of the best in the NFL this year as well. David Johnson get a little bit more space there, though. And on that play, Michael Kendricks goes down from injury. Early 3rd and 4 for Palmer. Goes deep to Fitz. What a catch. In the rain, no problem. Used to playing in a dome. Carson doesn't mind this rain. 1st and 10, Cardinals from the 48-yard line. Palmer's got a lot of time in the pocket. Slings it to Jermaine Gresham. Easy first down. And Michael Kendricks will be out the rest of this game, meaning Kamu Grugier-Hill, the rookie, will be coming in to take his place. Offsides there by Tim Jernigan. He's had a problem with that this year. 2nd and 4. Jermaine Gresham again. Short little gain. 3rd and 1. Palmer hands off to Johnson, who gets the first down. This Cardinals offense is rolling early. Palmer in the pistol. Drops back and tries to throw to Larry Fitzgerald. First pass of the game for Palmer that is off the mark. 2nd and 10. Little motion from Nicholas. Hand off to Andre Ellington, who is met by Fletcher Cox. I love Fletcher Cox. He is the bedrock of this defense. Plays like that define what this team is about. Carson Palmer, 3rd and 11, all day in the pocket, and he is going to throw to a wide open John Brown, but he had 3 receivers in the corner of the end zone there, wide open. That is not the secondary's fault. That is just the defensive line couldn't get any pressure. I just praised Fletcher Cox. Brandon Graham made great plays earlier in the drive. They just looked gassed by this Cardinals attack. Eagles down 7-0 early, and there's a flag down to play. That's going to be an illegal block on the back on LeGarrette Blount. So Carson Wentz will start on the own 10-yard line, 5 wide, a little unusual here for the Eagles. Motion from Sproles, handoff, a little trickery to start the game, but that went absolutely nowhere. Creative play call to start the game, but not much happening. 2nd and 12, Carson still in shotgun on the 7-yard line. Drops back, has a lot of time, finds Ertz streaking across the middle of the field. Ertz becoming more and more involved as the season goes on. 3rd and inches for the Eagles. Handoff to Joey Iosefa from Hawaii. Easy first down. 6 yards on the carry. Wentz working out of the pistol. Hands off to Donnell Pumphrey, the rookie from San Diego State, who makes Tyvon Branch miss. Nice little juke move. He is elusive, similar to Darren Sproles. 1st and 10, Wentz with Torrey Smith in motion. Drops back. Throws to Torrey Smith, but a problem that has plagued Carson Wentz this year. He just has no touch on those shorter throws. LeGarrette Blount making a man miss, Patrick Peterson, but he is brought down quickly afterwards. Early 3rd and 7 for this Philadelphia team. Wentz rolling, pressure's there. He's going to make a man miss, and he is going to have the yards for, oh, nope, then he gave him the first down. Early 4th and inches, Coach Brian Dawkins is going for it. Quarterback sneak from Carson Wentz, and that is going to be an easy first down. A little aggressiveness there on their side of the 50 from the Eagles. LeGarrette Blount on the next play gets nowhere. Stopped immediately by that Cardinals defensive line. Next play, fake to Donnell Pumphrey. Carson Wentz goes over the middle to his new favorite target, the rookie from West Virginia, Mack Hollins. He's been absolutely dominating the slot, and that will actually bring us to the end of the first quarter. Quick moving game here. Wentz will start off the second quarter with a 3rd and 2, drops back, throws over the middle into traffic to Mac Hollins, who cannot come down with the catch. 4th and 2, head coach Brian Dawkins going for it again, showing a lot of aggressiveness on this drive. Handoff to Wendell Smallwood, but he is met before getting the first down, and Arizona's offense is already trotting onto the field. Oh, huge stop by Arizona. 1st and 10 for Carson Palmer. Handoff to David Johnson, and Brandon Graham is there for the second time this game. Palmer, 2nd and 11, working out of the gun. He's going to be a halfback screen, but he has no blocking, and he's going to get tag teamed by Brandon Graham and guess who else? Fletcher Cox. What a duo these two are on this Eagles defensive line. They are not making it easy on opposing quarterbacks. 3rd and 21, long down. Derek Barnett has Carson. No, he shakes him off, and Carson Palmer throws a dime downfield, but he is going to be well short of the first down. Palmer looking a little bit like Cam Newton there, shrugging guys off. Wentz and the Eagles will take over on their own 22. Heavy set pistol formation. Play fake to LeGarrette Blount. Carson Wentz rolls, and he may have had Alshon Jeffrey, but another throw goes into the dirt for Carson Wentz. Not a lot of touch on these early throws. Blount making a man miss. He has a little bit of green. That's a nice move. Getting really what would have been a short gain into a 6-yard gain. 3rd and 4 for Carson already. Throws to Ertz deep on the post. A little bit of contact there, but no pass interference. Quick 3 and out for the Eagles. This Eagles offense has struggled all year. David Johnson, first handoff of the drive, gets a 2-yard gain. Palmer working out of the pistol, drops back, has some time, and finds the always reliable Larry Fitzgerald over the middle in traffic with a nice catch. 1st and 10, Palmer still hands off to David Johnson. They are not trying to mix up their plays very much, but it is still moving down the field. David Johnson with a 6-yard gain. Play fake. Palmer gets pressured, and Ronald Darby is there. That is a bad throw. The pressure led to the turnover. Ronald Darby capitalizing. Palmer's never been good under pressure in his career. That's really where he throws the most mistakes, and Ronald Darby with the nice hands and the rain to intercept that ball. Carson Wentz and the Eagles, great position on the 28-yard line here. Screen pass to Donnell Pumphrey, but that is going to be well covered by that Arizona defense. 2nd and 10, Wentz still trying to work downfield. Throws to LeGarrette Blount, but that is almost intercepted. Dangerous throw there into double coverage. 3rd and 10 for the Eagles, still not able to get anything going on offense. Wentz kicks it out to Ertz on a slant, but he is going to be 1 yard short, and Philadelphia will have to settle for the field goal despite the excellent field position and despite the turnover. The momentum is still in Arizona's favor after that defensive stop. That was a really great chance for the Eagles, and they couldn't capitalize. And how about this? David Johnson takes the first carry of the next drive for a huge gain. Talking about momentum swings. 1st and 10 now for Palmer. Play fake. Cox is there, has pressure. Ooh, Jermaine Gresham. Was he in bounds? Oh my goodness, Jermaine Gresham with the touch catch. Okay, Jermaine, I see you. David Johnson gets the next handoff, and he has a little bit of space brought down by Ronald Darby. David Johnson is starting to get going, and when he does, this offense is scary hard to stop. It's Andre Ellington gets the corner. Rodney McLeod just not going to be able to get through the stiff arm. Touchdown Cardinals, but there is a flag down on the field. Holding on Arizona. The Eagles got bailed out on a touchdown run last week in Los Angeles. It happened again at home against Arizona. Instead of a touchdown, it's 2nd and 6, and David Johnson gets the next carry but cannot recreate the same magic and loses 2 yards. 3rd and 8, Palmer dropping back, trying to keep this drive alive. Fletcher Cox misses the sack, and Larry Fitz downfield, always reliable. That is a nice hit by Rodney McLeod. That's an even better catch by Larry Fitzgerald. 1st and goal for the Cardinals. Brown in motion. Palmer slings on a trail route, and the other Brown, Jaron, has Palmer's 2nd passing touchdown of the game. This Cardinals team is hard to stop when they get rolling. David Johnson had some nice runs in there. Palmer had a few nice passes. This Eagles offense has not been able to get anything going. This is a critical drive for Carson Wentz, and he's got good field position starting on his own 33. Wentz in shotgun. Handoff. Nope. Play fake. Throws to Brent Selleck, who is well defensed by Tyrann Mathieu. He had a little bit of open space there. Couldn't fit it in. Next play, Wentz gets drilled really quickly. He is 3 for 11 for 30 yards. Tough start for Wentz in this first half in the rain. Drops back on 3rd and 10. Has all day. Goes to Ertz, and that ball is almost intercepted. This Arizona secondary is making Carson Wentz look pretty bad. Or it's the rain. We'll find out soon. 1st and 10. Palmer drops back with 1:30 left in the half and finds a wide open John Brown. Palmer already up to 150 yards on the day. 1:10 left, and he is going to be brought down by Brandon Graham, who's having himself quite the game. Clock running down in the second half. Palmer under center following the sack. Hands off to David Johnson on a stretch play, but he is brought down by Derek Barnett and Rodney McLeod. Good containment there. Eagles take a timeout. 21 seconds left, 3rd and 20. Another handoff to David Johnson, who has a little bit of space, but good fundamental tackle by Malcolm Jenkins. Eagles will get a chance to return this, but nope, they will not. Good, well-placed punt. Instead, Philadelphia will just take a knee, try to make something happen before the half, but not much there. Obvious theme from the first half, Arizona's defense looks a hell of a lot better than the Eagles' offense. Something's got to change, something's got to break here. We need a big play from one of these guys, like Alshon Jeffrey, like Zach Ertz, one of these elite offensive talents. Let's go. 1st and 10, starting on the own 27. LeGarrette Blount on the right-hand side gets a little bit of space and gets pushed out of bounds. 2nd and 1. Wentz remains under center. It is a pass play. He goes over the middle to Brent Selleck, who you really need to throw that pass about 3 seconds earlier. Just bad timing from Wentz. 3rd and 1. Handoff to LeGarrette Blount, and he is met by a host of Cardinal defenders. That is the 3rd time this game the Eagles have tried to convert on the ground on a 3rd down, have not been able to. Huge stop there by the Cardinals, potentially take control of this game. Carson Palmer throws to Ifeanyi Moma, the super athletic tight end, for a 5-yard gain. Palmer over to Troy Nicholas in the middle. Palmer is just loving his tight ends in the middle of the field right now. 1st and 10 again. Palmer throws to Jermaine Gresham, another tight end completion. Rodney McLeod brings him down, but he has enough for a 1st down. Palmer's moving this offense down the field, picking up right where he left off in the first half, but on that one, David Johnson is not going to get anything. Met quickly by Nigel Bradham on the blitz. 2nd and 13. David Johnson has a little bit of space, a lot of space, but he is brought down, and there is going to be an illegal block in the back by John Brown. That is a big penalty. That was about to be a nice little chunk of yards there. Instead, 2nd and 21. Palmer in the shotgun now, drops back, has all day, and finds the always reliable Larry Fitzgerald, who's actually hurt on that play. This is potentially a big injury for the Cardinals. Next play, Johnson carries. Nice chunk of yards there. Palmer audibling at the line in the shotgun. 2nd and 8. Another handoff to Johnson, met by Fletcher Cox. He is the definition of a workhorse, all-purpose back. Guy is getting a huge workload in David Johnson. 3rd and 6. Palmer finds one of his favorite targets this game, Jermaine Gresham, on an out route for a quick and easy 1st down. Palmer making this Eagles defense look bad. Next play, David Johnson met quickly. The rush defense is still there for the most part, but man, the pass defense is not there. David Johnson getting a little bit of space that time, but he is met from behind by Tim Jernigan, just slowly grinding out this Eagles defense. This is not good. Andre Ellington on the next play gets a handoff, but he is met by Tim Jernigan and Fletcher Cox. But there is a holding call on DJ Humphries. The Eagles will decline. Instead, Cardinals convert on the field goal. 17-3 game. Surprisingly, despite the lack of offense from the Eagles and Carson Wentz, they're really still in this game. It's a 2-score game. Need to score quickly, though. Wentz, play action. Has Alshon Jeffrey, finally getting Alshon going for a 1st and 10. Wentz trying to keep moving this ball down the field. Handoff to Donnell Pumphrey, who gets a 5-yard gain. 4-yard gain, pardon me. Wentz 5 wide. Eagles potentially trying to make a big play here. Pass over the middle to Ertz was almost intercepted by a diving Tyvon Branch. That was almost a disaster. 3rd and 6. Screen to Alshon Jeffrey, who is going to be met. Does he have it? He was given the first down. 1st and 10. Wentz is brought down on a quick sack by Frosty Rucker, who's definitely in the Hall of Fame for the best names in the NFL. Eagles take 3 steps forward and take 5 steps back. 2nd and 20. Wentz drops back and throws deep on a streak against Patrick Peterson and Mac Hollins, but he just overthrows that ball. You say people in the NFL talk about getting in rhythm. Carson Wentz has no rhythm in this game. 3rd and 20. Throw over the middle to Mac Hollins. Beautiful throw from Carson Wentz, and Mac Hollins just couldn't hold on. Eagles forced to punt. Ball goes out around the 16-yard line. Palmer in the gun to start the next drive. Last play of the 3rd quarter. Slings it out to Jermaine Gresham, but Jordan Hicks is there to bring him down quickly. First play of the 4th quarter. Cardinals up 17-3. Troy Nicholas in motion. Johnson gets the handoff to the right, and he has a lot of space. Rodney McLeod misses the tackle, and he's finally starting to break free. This Eagles defense is tired. They've been on the field all game. It shows right there. Johnson's about to break 100. Palmer still under center. Hands off to Johnson again. Why not? He's been tearing us up to 96 yards on the day. 2nd and 7. Palmer remains under center, but it is a delayed handoff to Johnson, who is met by Nigel Bradham, but he is going to be officially over 100. Palmer 3rd and 2 under center. Brown in motion. Handoff to Andre Ellington on the corner, who also has a lot of space. This Eagles defense is starting to give up those big plays. 17-3. Cardinals in striking distance again. Andre Ellington is going to carry down to the 1-yard line. The Eagles are just getting pushed around right now. 1st and goal. Cardinals knocking, but Jordan Hicks responds. Says, not this time, David Johnson. Big tackle there. Palmer working from the 5-yard line, drops back, has a lot of time in the pocket, and just finds Troy Nicholas walking across the backside of the end zone. You know, the Eagles defense on that drive looked pretty poor. That's really a product of them just getting worn out from Carson going 3 and out all day and this Eagles offense not being able to get going. And what's really been symptomatic of this game, the Eagles get an illegal block in the back call. Carson starting on his own 9. Talk about poor field position to start the game. Wentz throws into triple coverage, but Hollins almost makes the catch off the tip. 2nd and 10. Still on the 9-yard line. Wentz trying to get something positive going. Really poorly thrown ball to Torrey Smith, basically in the dirt, but he somehow dives and catches it. 3rd and 5. Wentz is going to go down from Chandler Jones. Man, this Eagles offense has looked bad. We just cannot get anything going. Cardinals will start with excellent field position after a Patrick Peterson return to the 37. Trying to put this game away with 5:08 left. Working under center, hands off to Johnson, who is met by Fletcher Cox. That was a short run. 2nd and 10. Offsides there by Derek Barnett, the rookie. Next play, handoff to David Johnson. Again, he skates out of the backfield, but he is met by Jordan Hicks short of the first down. 3rd and 1. And he's going to be met quick by Joe Walker, the backup middle linebacker. And he actually fumbled the ball there, but he recovered it, forcing the Arizona Cardinals settle for the quick field goal. 27-3 Arizona advantage. 3:25 left in the game. The Eagles will need to go 80 yards to score their first touchdown of the game. And the first play is a handoff to Donnell Pumphrey, who stiff arms through Tyrann Mathieu, but is met by Tyvon Branch not long after. 2nd and 5. Wentz is going to throw over the middle to Donnell Pumphrey, who sneaked out of the backfield for a first down, Eagles. Carson drops back on 1st and 10. It's a blitz. Marcus Golden hits him, and it is a fumble. And that is going to be Arizona ball. Chandler Jones on the recovery. Absolutely brutal offensive game for the Eagles. Another turnover. Excellent field position for the Cardinals to run this game out. First play is a handoff to David Johnson, but there's going to be a holding call. He's going to knock them back 10 more yards. Cardinals 1st and 20 now, still under center. Handoff to David Johnson, who's met by Brandon Graham on that right-hand side. Graham's done a pretty good job containing that right edge, but the left edge with Derek Barnett has not been as smooth. David Johnson, it makes a man miss, and he has a lot of space. He is going to go, Joe Walker, okay. Putting in the hustle points there, taking us to the 2-minute warning, saving a touchdown. in what will be a 1st and goal for Carson Palmer with under 2 minutes left in the game now. Handoff to Andre Ellington. He's met by Malcolm Jenkins. No gain. Clock continues to run, almost under a minute now. 2nd and goal. Palmer hands off to Ellington, who is met by a host of Eagles for a 1-yard gain. 3rd and goal. Palmer hands off to David Johnson, who sneaks in for a Cardinals touchdown. With under a minute left in the game and the Eagles not calling timeouts, did Arizona have to score there? I'd say probably not. Are they caring about maintaining that number 1 in the league points per game statistic? Potentially. Still a little rude by Bruce Arians, I'm not going to lie, to go for the points there, not just the knee. Wentz will have one last shot to put a touchdown on the board for the Eagles. He rolls and throws out of bounds on a deep attempt to Alshon Jeffrey. 19 seconds left, 2nd and 10. Wentz still trying to throw downfield, going to Torrey Smith, but that is another overthrow. A common sight here in Philadelphia. 3rd and 10, Wentz still throwing, and another one out of bounds. That's 3 straight balls he's overthrown here at the end of the game. Not that it really matters, but just for the record. 4th and 10, Eagles are going to go for it, and he's going to throw it into traffic. Eagles are going to go out without a whimper on offense, not even able to get the ball across the 50-yard line on their own. 34-3 loss for Philadelphia at home. The undefeated Eagles are now 4-1. Talk about being humbled by a better team. Eagles were dominated on both sides of the ball. Wentz was incredibly disappointing with 40 yards passing, an average of 2.2 yards per play. Week 6 is going to be against the Carolina Panthers, and the Eagles got to play better if they want to win that game and keep this positive record rolling. You already know what's up. If you like this video, hit that like button. If you want to see some more, hit the subscribe button. You already know what's up. Trey out.